vlog in a while, so I thought it would be fun to do one this week. I don't have anything specific in mind, but I am going to be wrapping some presents. I just got some really pretty wrapping paper, so I'm excited. It's like a little preview of it. It's so pretty. I was thinking I could show some of the new books that I've picked up recently and maybe talk about some of my favorite books that I've read in the past couple months. And then maybe just casual reading vlog, nothing too crazy. But anyway, I'm getting ready to go to work now, so unfortunately that is what I have to do today, but I think it'll be a fun week, just a chill winter vlog. And here is my outfit of the day. Just very wintry. It's gonna be very cold today. And I just got these shoes. How cute are these? I love them so much. It's my first time wearing them, so wish me luck. Off I go. Okay, so I have another work day ahead of me today, but I wanted to talk about The Last Unicorn real quick. I have been reading this, I think I started it on Thanksgiving, and I just am falling in love with this story. This is such a just classic fantasy medieval vibe, and it's perfect for winter. This is about a unicorn that believes she is the last unicorn left in the world. She hasn't seen another one in years. She was living in this enchanted forest where her life was just kind of perfection, and she decides to leave the forest to try to find other unicorns, or potentially find out what happened to the other unicorns. And along the way she meets this magician who's not very good at magic, and she meets this woman who joined her on her journey, and they become her friends, and they just go on this adventure trying to find a king who may know what happened to the last of the unicorns. And it's just a beautiful story. It's heartwarming, it's funny, it's heartbreaking, it's just gorgeous. The prose is really beautiful, and this has just been like the perfect winter read. I'm almost done with it, so I'm hoping when I come back home from work today I can get cozy, make a cup of tea, and finish this. Or at least hopefully I'll finish it soon. I'm so close, and I'm just wanting to fully immerse myself in this. And then I've got to figure out what my next read will be. I have too many options right now, so right now I'm just trying to focus on this book, and we'll see how it goes. Anyway, off to work I go. And here is my outfit for the day. Wearing the red shoes again because I like them and they're cute. So I did fall victim to a little bit of Black Friday shopping. I did try to just stick to getting things that I needed to get for our family, but I did see a couple things at Free People that I really liked, and it was 50% off, so I just got myself like two little things that I knew I would really like and that I would wear a lot. So let me show you what I got. So I got this corset top. Oops, got it backwards. I got this corset top that is just a really pretty color. Hopefully you can see it. And I feel like I'll wear this all the time in spring and summer. It gets really hot here. I'll probably wear this with like long maxi skirts and just make it like really whimsical. But I feel like I can style this now with like long sleeves underneath, so I'm gonna try it. I'll try styling this and see what I can put together. I got this little two-piece sweater set. This sweater I thought was really cute, and it's kind of like oversized. It's like a skirt all the way around. It's just shorts underneath. And I thought it was super cute. I thought I could style it with my little red loafers or some red tights and my black Doc Martens. And I don't know, it just felt really cozy. Like I feel like I can wear this all winter, and then in spring it'll be a really good transitional piece, and in fall. So I feel like this is something I'll get a ton of use out of, and I love that I can mix and match. So let me try to style an outfit with this too. I think that'll be really fun. Okay, so here is my attempt at trying to make the corset top a little bit more wintry. I'm not quite sure if I'm feeling this or not. I kind of think like this, maybe if this was lacy, it would look a little bit better, but I don't have anything like that, so I don't know. I don't know if it's working the way that I was hoping it would. I might have to keep playing with this outfit a bit. But here's the boots. The sun's coming through. I don't know if you can see, but I just paired it with these little boots and this maxi skirt. I don't know. I want to try to get some use out of it before summer, but we'll see. I'll keep playing around with it. Let me know in the comments if you have any ideas. And then for this little set, I am thinking these red tights with the dogs are, oops, I'm going to take that off the wall. I'm thinking these are really cute together. I don't know. And then here's what it looks like unbuttoned. I think that's pretty cute. I don't know, I feel like this is very versatile. I feel like I can wear this a lot of different ways. The only thing that's weird is that this waistband like folds over, and you can't really wear it any other way than fold it over. I don't really understand the reasoning, but that's okay. I think it's still pretty cute. So I have quite a few new additions to my TBR, so I thought I could go over it. I've kind of stopped buying books. I bought one because I really wanted it, but I have been receiving so much publisher mail lately, which is really fun and exciting. I'm not used to this kind of thing, but on TikTok I've been working really hard over there, and I've been really lucky to receive some early copies of things and just some other books that I can read and review, and it's been really fun to just have the opportunity to, you know, read so many books that I might not have had the chance to read before, and I'm always so grateful anytime I receive something like that. So I've been kind of taking a break from buying new books. Maybe if it's a thrifted book, like from thrift books or the local thrift store, then okay, or something that I really want, but I've been kind of putting that on hold for a bit because my TBR is getting out of control. So I thought we could kind of take a look at what I have, because there's some pretty exciting titles in here. This one I did buy. This is Bread of Angels by Patti Smith. I'm obsessed with M Train and Just Kids, so when I saw this new one was coming out, I really wanted it. It is so beautiful, and her work is so heartfelt, and it just inspires me so much. Like, it really inspires me to keep up with my journal. Her experiences are so well documented, and it's because she keeps a journal, and I just find that so beautiful, and she just inspires me. So this one I did purchase. I try to be mindful about, you know, what I'm purchasing. Not that, you know, buying books or supporting authors is a bad thing. I don't think that at all. This one was like a need. And then William Morrow sent me this copy of Paper Cut. This comes out in January, so I need to read this soon. This is a page-turning suspense debut about a woman infamous for escaping a cult as a teenager who finds her future threatened when dangerous secrets come back to haunt her. Perfect for fans of Jessica Knoll and The Girls. I love anything about a cult, like that is just right up my alley, so I'm super excited to read this. This one I'm really stoked for. This is about a friend group that is living together in Belfast, Ireland, and they are approaching the age of 30, but they're not quite ready to grow up yet. They're still very much in their party girl phases, and then one of their friends dies, and they kind of have to reevaluate their lives and deal with the grief of that. It's just very much about girlhood and friendship, and I'm so excited to read this. It just looks right up my alley, and look how amazing this cover is. I'm so excited for this. An avid reader press sent me a few books. I was genuinely shocked by the kindness and how many books they sent me, so let's get into it. Some of these I've been wanting to read for a while, so it's really exciting. They sent me Rosenfeld, which I think just came out in paperback, and I am such a paperback lover, so I was really excited. But this is a brazenly sexy and scathing candid novel about a white-hot romance and the two difficult people who emerge from it transformed. So I think this is just kind of like a messy book. It's about a 36-year-old filmmaker who knows what she wants when she sees it, and when she meets Teddy Rosenfeld, an older CEO, she goes for the jugular. I like anything about complicated people and that dynamic, so this just seemed really fun and really interesting. And then they sent me a copy of Murder Your Employer, and I just thought the title was kind of funny. The cover is really interesting, and it just sounds really witty and different than what I normally read. It kind of sounds like the perfect like December read. I love like a mystery thriller type book at this time of year, and but it says, "Who hasn't wondered what the world would be like if the person who is the object of your affliction ceased to exist? At the McMaster's Conservatory, future deletists, never murderers, learn the consummate execution of the homicidal arts." That just sounds so fun and just silly and different, but I guess there's like a lot of wordplay in this as well, and it's kind of like a intellectual humor, and so I'm excited for this. They also sent me a copy of Vladimir, which I have had my eye on for a while. I've heard a lot about this book, so I was super curious, but this is about a popular English professor whose charismatic husband at the same small liberal arts college is under investigation for inappropriate relationships with his former students. And then the narrator finds herself alarmingly infatuated with Vladimir Vladinsky, a celebrated young novelist who newly arrived on the campus. Their tinderbox world comes dangerously close to exploding. So this sounds, again, like a book about complicated people doing messy things, and I'm just very curious. I've also been wanting to read this for a long time, so I was super excited to get this copy of Animal by Lisa Taddeo. This says, "Joan has spent a lifetime enduring the cruelties of men, but when one of them commits a shocking act of violence in front of her, she flees New York City in search of Alice, the only person alive who can help her make sense of her past. In the sweltering hills above Los Angeles, Joan unravels a horrific event she witnessed as a child that has haunted her every waking moment, while forging the power to finally strike back." It just sounds incredible. I love books about unhinged women or women taking their power back, so this sounds right up my alley. They also sent me The Manor of Dreams by Christina Lee, and this sounded really interesting to me because I love anything that is gothic. This is a twisty and enthralling Southern California gothic about secrets lying in wait in the crumbling mansion of a former Hollywood starlet and the intertwined fates of two Chinese American families fighting to inherit it. That just sounded really good, and again, right up my alley, so I cannot wait to read this. And then they also sent me this copy of Greta and Valden, which I have also heard good things about, and I was super curious. It says it's been a year since his ex-boyfriend dumped him and moved from Auckland to Buenos Aires, and Valden is doing fine. He has a good flat with his sister Greta, a good career where his colleagues only occasionally remind him that he is the sole Maori person in the office, and a good friend who he only sleeps with when he's sad. But when work sends him to Argentina and he's thrown back into his former lover's orbit, Valden is forced to confront the feelings he's been trying to ignore and the future he wants. So this sounds really good, and again, super grateful, and thank you so much, Avid Reader Press. And then I have a few books that were sent to me by Mulholland, and a couple of them I've already read, so I'll just go over the few that I have not yet read. We've got Zero Saints by Gabino Iglesias. I've actually heard of his other book. People really love it, so I'm excited to read this one. This will be my first by him. But this is about Fernando, or this says, Fernando has seen better days. On his way home from work, some heavily tattooed gangsters throw him in the back of a car and take him to an abandoned house where they saw off his friend's head and feed the man's fingers to something. The message is clear. This is their territory now. But Fernando wasn't put down that easily. Using the assistance of Santeria Priestess, an insane Puerto Rican pop sensation, and a very human dog, and a Russian hitman, he'll build the courage and firepower he needs to fight the gangbanger who's a bit more than human. That sounds so fun, and it's a little novella, so there sounds like there's a lot packed into this, and I think it'll be really good. This one I'm very excited for. This is Odessa, and this one comes out in April. And it reminds me a little bit of a movie I just watched called, I think it was called Bring Her Back. It's kind of giving me the same vibe. In a powerfully imagined Russia at the height of the pogroms, a grief-stricken family turns to ancient magic to bring their daughter back from the grave. That sounds so good. This was kind of like a spooky horror mystery themed package they sent me around Halloween, and I'm still getting through the books, so super grateful. I love any kind of horror book, anything spooky or scary, and this sounds incredible. They also sent over a particularly nasty case, and this one sounds really fun. This sounds kind of different than what I normally read, so I'm kind of liking the idea of kind of getting out of my reading comfort zone and read things I might not have heard of. But this is about a chaotic young doctor might be the only person who can catch a killer in this deathly funny and brilliantly original debut mystery. When his toxic medical director dies of a heart attack, fellow doctor Aiton Rose smells foul play. Nobody else does though, including some of the crucial players like the police and the medical examiner. So Aiton vows to uncover the truth himself. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But his own past and reputation are far from spotless, despite his budding relationship with Cole, a handsome hospital porter, and reluctant camaraderie with his office mate Margaret with the cats. His colleagues become increasingly concerned about his mental health, and his investigation spirals out of control. Could a killer really be stalking the wards? Or is he making a catastrophic mistake? This just sounds really fun, and I'm very eager to get into this. And then lastly, I have I'll Quit When I'm Dead, and this is about a young woman at an intensive wellness retreat and a struggling musician vow to turn their lives around or die trying in this provocative horror story. That just sounds really fun. It sounds kind of like, what is that, Leanne Moriarty? There's a show, Seven Perfect Strangers. It kind of reminds me of those vibes, and I did like that show. I've only seen the first season. I guess there's 2, but I think there's only 1 book, so I don't really know what they're doing there, but yeah, this sounds really fun. Yeah, I just thought it would be fun to share these, and let me know if you've read any of these, because I'm super curious. I think we're gonna wrap some presents now. We have kind of a big family, so it's best to be proactive and wrap them early, or else it will spiral out of control. Got my little puppy here for emotional support, and we'll probably turn on the Grinch and just get cozy and have a little wrapping party. But we got this sweater for my boyfriend's brother because he is a young man. He just moved to the East Coast, and I thought that would be nice to have because it gets cold there. And I got him some skincare from The Ordinary because every young person on their own needs stuff like that. Like, it's just nice to have on hand. My boyfriend's sister just moved into her own apartment, and so we got her some Pyrex. This was on her list of things that she needed for her new place, so it seemed perfect. She also needed some shampoo, so we got her some shampoo from her wish list. And I saw this little hair mask, and I thought that would be nice to go with it, so she will be stocked up on hair products. And then my boyfriend's mom needed a new bag, and this is the one that she was interested in. It's from Gap. I think it's super cute. It's big, but it's like really slouchy and cute, so I think she's going to love this. And then I've also got a little hand cream and hand sanitizer that I'm going to add just so she has little stuff, and I might do a little gift card for one of her favorite soda shops. We are in Utah, so those are very prevalent here, and I know there's a couple that she likes, so maybe just, you know, little goodies to put in her new bag. I've got a couple little things that are already wrapped. I tried to do things that were useful this year, things that people needed. That just seemed like, I don't know, the helpful thing to do. And then I've got a couple that are wrapped. Look how pretty these are. They're both kind of coming askew, but like, this wrapping paper is so beautiful. I'm so excited about it. Let's just walk in and have a little wrapping party. So I wrapped a few, but my phone's gonna die, so I think I'm going to end the vlog here. I hope you liked this. If you did, go ahead and leave me a comment and let me know, and I'm just gonna keep wrapping, and I'll see you next time. Bye!